So we decided to do Tungri for this session because I believe that, there's a great popularity of Tungri that makes it a veritable site for experimentation in form. And it kind of responds to the long-term aesthetic change as well as the emotions that are palpable in a society, so much threatened by unprecedented upheavals. So Tungri obviously kind of evokes the sense of raga-based love songs, and that is the genre which is most kind of prominent semi-classical form within the present-day Hindustani classical music repertoire other than ghazal. So we've had lots of sessions with ghazal before, and we hope to do it in future. But for this particularly specially commissioned the Sai Sanglap project, where we also have a site, and you can see the other kinds of programs as well as the contour of this project that invites researchers as well as practitioners of music to join and present their work. Obviously, with a great interest in charting the transition of musical genres. And these kind of changes, that is the kind of changes that we are particularly interested in, draws attention to both theorists who are engaged with research, as well as these practitioners who will be here to talk and present their work. But it also marks the kind of complex, effective shifts in terms of cultural practices, as well as the consumption of this kind of music. So the presentation today is comprised of a series of artist talks, and we will have conversations with Anjan Majumdar, who is behind the concept of this project, looking at the transitions of Tungri from his own experience, his own learning, as well as his own creativity, and has very kindly directed the project, who is with us to join. But we also have artist conversations lined up with many of his disciples who are absolutely a part and parcel of this project, both creatively, conceptually, and have contributed greatly to the imagination of this project. We'll have Rajashri Bhattacharya, who is a vocalist, Tungri vocalist, and she will also join us later in the program. Amrita Datta, who has also participated in the artist conversation. And we also have Sunanda Bhattacharya, who is going to be one of the panelists in the presentation. And I would like to introduce them as they speak and when they are going to join us in a sequence. So Anjan is also going to be accompanied by Anirban Bhattacharya, who is also one of our special commentators for this project for today. Particularly for today, he's going to present his research and his work, and then we will continue with the artist conversation further. So I want to invite Anjan first into sharing with us his thoughts on this project. And I want to also introduce him as a classical vocalist, a composer, music director, lyricist from Kolkata, who started his musical journey under the tutelage of Sri Ranjit Ghosh and Sri Jayanto Sharkar. He then continued his learning under Pandit A. Kanan, whose centenary celebrations we've had in SOAS. So that makes it very special to welcome him into the Institute. And from the very outset, Anjan had this idea of presenting classical and semi-classical vocal music that is not strictly bound with any particular style of singing. That is a gharana, as we call it. He's also a national scholar in music, and he has also pursued his academic career in different fields, but music remains his first love. His ideas of synthesis, of new forms, structures, and also as the aesthetic mold has earned him a lot of appreciation, as well as a recognition and multiple awards as a winning artist and musician, with disciples who, as we will see, are also quite established classical and semi-classical singers. He was invited to Pakistan for sharing academic and demonstrative aspects of the Gurumukhi Talim.